as well.
Hmm.
Beyond what we've talked about today, what are some of those characteristics that you've observed working in the context of construction and engineering that are characteristics of great leaders in our industry?
It may sound like I set you up for, for giving you this answer already before you asked it, but the people that I recognize as being great leaders, almost to a person, and I actually have someone in my mind's eye right now that I've known for probably for about 16 years. And he had a profound effect on me. But ironically, yesterday he sent me a text message telling me how grateful he is that he has me in his life, which is humbling because he's a great man. Um, but great leaders, um, first and foremost, care about the people that they lead. And it doesn't matter what time it is. It doesn't matter what decade it is. It doesn't matter whether it's pre or post pandemic or in the middle of the pandemic. Um, they care about the people that they lead. And the way they demonstrate that caring is fairly simple, and that is that they behave in a way and they use words that let people know that it's not just about getting to the next meeting. It's not just about getting out to the golf course. Um, but they are watched closely. That's the thing about leaders, and everybody I think knows this. If you're a highly visible leader in an organization, particularly at the upper levels of an organization, but this is true even if you're a general superintendent, which means you have other superintendents working for you along with foremen and crew leaders. If you're sitting in that position, you're hot, you're visible, you're out there. Even when you're not there, you're out there. Did you hear what the boss just came up with? He got some crazy ass idea, blah blah blah. So leaders are watched all the time for what they do and for what they say. And if they do things that contradict having a fundamental caring, or if you want to kind of take a little bit of the emotion out of it, the non-emotional version of caring is treating people with respect. So if you can't go to caring, you can start at treating people with respect, and great leaders do that. But the greatest of them care, and that's where they put their feeling, they put themselves into the role, and know that if they convey that, it's going to make a difference to the people that they lead. The second is, and we've talked about it fairly extensively because it's that important. I refer to communication as the ultimate core competence, not just for leaders, but for everyone. But in many leadership surveys, among the top qualities is either a good communicator, good or great listener, is in the top, in many cases, the top five. Things like that you would expect to be there to be there are important, and that is being trustworthy. And if you're a leader that has the people just you watch what just listen carefully what he says, because he's going to contradict himself tomorrow. That's his pattern. That's just the way he is. That's not the kind of leader you want. Being trustworthy means that over a period of time, and in the eyes of the person making the decision about whether you're worthy of their trust, they have seen and heard things that demonstrate that you're an honest person, that you possess integrity, which means that your words and your actions support one another, that you're ethical, and again, the icing on the cake is that you care. I mean, you can get into all kinds of other stuff. I mean, that's not the set of qualities of a great leader, but I don't think it's a bad one to work with, and that's the one I talk about most often.
We miscommunicating, I'm miscommunicating. I just made a pilot, then they threw me on the stations. Nah, I'm not complaining, nah, I'm not complaining. My thoughts get complicated, I cannot explain in layman's. Never losing focus because I ain't chasing payments. Still playing in the basement while I'm working on arrangements. They heard the kid in 50 countries, thank God that's amazing. But I'd rather thank Spotify.